5.5 hours into my trip and I had a tire let loose. Luckily I have one spare. Well, hopefully we'll make it all the way. It literally took 5 minutes to change. I have an impact gun and a jack. That was great. So at the tiny house, I have the 4 brand new tires that I took off the tiny house, and I'll throw those in the trailer. Hopefully none of these go out on the way. I made it. It's overgrown. I figured it would be. So I'll need to mow and weed eat before I get anything else started. Only had the one problem with the tire, and I went to Elko, Nevada to get a tire at the Walmart there. They had the tire. So I bought a tire from them, but they were too busy to actually change it. So I drove the rest of the way with that crappy tire, and it made it. So I'll get that changed over. I actually went to Firestone in, where was I? Livingston. And they changed it no problem and didn't even charge me. So that was so cool. But yay, I made it. The day I left, my daughter-in-law caught this monster right out in front of our house. I got the yard work done, curb appeal. Got it weed eated and mowed. Now I can get down to business on putting the electrical in for the cabinets. Here is one of my projects. So originally this house was all off-grid, or this tiny house was all off-grid. And I had a 3/8 hose that went to a, see if you can see it through there, one of those Insta-Hot, it's called a Camp Lux water heater for camping. But then I got a tank and a pump, and now it is all 1/2-inch PEX. So I'm going to try and change that fitting to a SharkBite fitting and delete this here. And this is a SharkBite, so I can just have one piece of PEX right there. So we'll see if it works. Got it all changed out. Only had to go to the store twice. Luckily it's right down the street. But now I don't have a bunch of parts and pieces. The next thing I'll have to figure out is how to hook up the Insta-Hot and tie it into this 1/2 inch. All right, I just finished cutting in this box. I jumped off of that box, and that's for the igniter on the stove top. So that'll go there. And I'm putting in the other one now in the bunkhouse. This is the tiny house. And this is where the kitchen cabinet is gonna go, in the bunkhouse. So I cut that. Now I'm gonna put the box and the receptacle in. I gotta turn the power off so I don't zap myself. That was fairly easy. All set up. So the bunkhouse is ready to get the cabinet. So let's see how that works out. I'm gonna get some help. I'm gonna see if I can get help tonight, but possibly tomorrow morning. Here is the mudroom for the tiny house. So that's in, ready to go. Just waiting for the cabinets. Here's the end of day 1. So I've got everything uncovered, untied, got all those chores done, and tomorrow, one of the ladies that works at the restaurant in town, her son's gonna come over and help me unload these cabinets, and then I can start installing them. So today was a good day.